I always give away too much. It's like I've got no sense of touch.
All right, Wallace.
I'm always pouring out my heart.
Tell the people what you think.
No, little by little here. I'm always pushing things too far. 2, 5, 6, 10 drinks at the bar.
Look at that. Ain't that a shame? Just pitiful. I've been calling him and calling him, and he don't want no. To another vlog, living life with your girl Stay. And if you are new to the channel, welcome, and thank you so much for joining us. And since you're here, please consider hitting that subscribe button and becoming a permanent part of the Lifer tribe. Happy New Year, y'all. And yeah, I'm still saying Happy New Year on January 11th because I still can't believe we're in 2024, and 2024 is already hitting a little different. Like, can you see this smile on my face? I have decided to do things a little different in the beginning of this year. I've never been really big on New Year's resolutions, but I can't deny the fact that January has always brought me a little bit of pressure. Like, I need to be doing something. I need to be changing something. And this year I decided that I was going to chill in 2024. And what really brought that to mind and made me come up with that idea was the women's conference, which was amazing. The women's conference was like my launch event for 2024, and I hate that I don't have a lot of footage of it or any footage of it because I didn't hire a professional videographer. I only had a amazing professional photographer, and I just didn't have the time or the bandwidth or the desire, quite frankly, to vlog on that day because I really wanted to be present and in the moment and be able to absorb everything. And although I was the host, so I didn't get to sit in the breakout sessions, I just kind of peeked in and out. It was just the energy and the vibe that I got from the attendees that just energized me and made me realize that it's a new year, new you. However, I can navigate this year however I want to. I don't have to start a new thing in January just because it's January. And so what I've been doing is just kind of processing, letting it marinate, and kind of getting a feel for the lay of the land to see what 2024 really means for Stay Hall. And I'm excited about it. And so there are some things coming, but my creative juices have been flowing. And I'm excited. As y'all saw in the beginning of the video, I was able to, get the decorations off the main tree, and we've put the Christmas stuff away. I was so glad. My husband is awesome about when I'm not here, he gets stuff done. Like, he's somebody who gets stuff done anyway. I told y'all he doesn't sit around and let things fester. If I tell him something's messed up, he is immediately trying to fix it. But when there's like bigger projects or just things that need done around the house, that we both normally do or whatever, if I'm out of town or if I have something where I'm going to be gone all day, he gets it done. So y'all know we do 6 trees. So when I came home, he had all the trees down undecorated, put away everything except for the main tree. And that was a huge help for me. So all I had to do was undecorate the main tree. So I love that for me, and I appreciate him so much. And so now all I have to do is like the deep cleaning of the house, because you know, taking down Christmas decorations, you get glitter and tree needles and all kind of stuff everywhere. So gonna do that. But yeah, I'm just excited for 2024, and just my creative juices have really just been flowing, y'all. And so I have some wonderful things that I want to do, but I feel like just kind of letting myself be and not having any pressure to do something different in January has really been beneficial for me. It's given me time to really plan and just reflect on 2023. And I think I may have said 2023 when I should have said 2024, but y'all know. But reflect on 2023, see what went well, what didn't go so well, what was easy for me to accomplish, what was more of a stress, and just start planning out this year. So I am super excited. But today, right now, I am listening to my girl, Miss T with the T, and they are doing kind of a tutorial. And if y'all are not already subscribed to Miss T with the T, you need to, and I'll make sure that I drop her link below. And it is just a wonderful family that she's created on YouTube, and she goes live every single morning. And I've connected with several people who I've met through her live streams, and they're just so supportive. And she's doing like a StreamYard tutorial now for people who want to go live, and showing how you're able to go live with multiple people and share the watched hours. And so I needed to start this vlog today and get this roast in the crock pot, so I'm not getting all of the nuggets that they're dropping, but I'll go ahead and watch the replay. But I love them. There's J3 who's on here, Living Life with Lachey, who's on the screen right now. Big Rooster's on the screen right now. Passionately Intrigued is on the screen right now. We have Living Out Loud, who also has Living Out Loud, the podcast. I'll drop as many of their links as I can remember. CC is up there. But yeah, they are an amazing group. And then they're doing a couple of meetups in 2024, and I'm going to try to attend 2 of them. I'm definitely going to go to the one that's here in Texas, because it's only about 4 hours from me. I think the place is called like Needleville or Needletown, but close to Houston. And they're doing like a crawfish get together, and then they're doing one in Savannah, Georgia with the Soil Family meetup. Because if I'm not mistaken, I think this kind of started with this group where they all had gardening in common, and then it grew and grew and grew. And so yeah, definitely check out Miss T with the T. So that's what you hear if you hear some background noise. My peeps is up there talking about StreamYard. But I'm getting ready to get this roast in the crock pot. Now, y'all know how Texas is. It had been a little chilly for a couple of days, but I already had stuff at home to cook and eat, and so that's what we did. But now, and Wallace cooked for a couple of days because he was letting me kind of recoup from the conference as well. And I have some things that were already on the calendar. So I'm doing a training tomorrow at Girls Inc. and I have some other stuff going on. So he's like, babe, I got the food. So I have not cooked since Saturday, and today is Thursday. But getting back to the weather, it was cold, so I'm like, it's time for a roast or something. And then of course today is warm, and it's supposed to get cold again in a couple of days. But we're getting ready to do this roast, and I already have cleaned the meat, and I'm just gonna season it a little bit. But we're gonna start with putting some beef broth in the crock pot and turning this crock pot on. Y'all know this is my old faithful crock pot that I've had, shoot, it might be going on 20 years now, because I know I had it before I moved to Texas. So yeah, it gotta be 20 years. I got it from QVC. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But we're gonna put some beef broth in here. And some people use water, which is absolutely fine. So how is your 2024 going so far? Are you a New Year's resolution person? Is the things that you wanted to happen for 2024, are those things happening for you? You know, what is it? Do you put a lot of pressure on yourself to do, you know, certain things in the new year, or do you kind of just let the new year do what it's going to do? All right, what I do is, since the beef broth is in here, I season the beef broth a little bit, and I only season one side of the meat, because if I season the side of the meat that's going to go into the broth, it's going to, you know, come off in the broth anyway. Oh, I haven't used the seasoning yet. This is a ranch seasoning. I have never done ranch on a roast before, but I saw it on something, either the Food Network or TikTok or something. So I'm just going to put a little of the ranch because, you know, we don't know how that's going to be. We'll see if we like that. And then y'all know that I tell y'all, my girl Jody, y'all know I got that good-ish. That's what I'm using. Can y'all see it? All right, and then some garlic powder. And let's see. Now I'm going to season the side of the meat that's going to be on the upside. What is this telling me? Don't tell me I got a meeting. Oh, reminded me that I have some books that I need to sign and get in the mail. I'm telling y'all, I got to put everything in my phone or I'll forget. All right, so we're going to put some cracked black pepper on here. And here's the roast. I don't think y'all can see it. Pretty decent sized roast. As y'all saw, the groceries were delivered this morning. I had them set to be delivered between 8 and 9. And they came at 8:15, which was perfect. Because I wanted to make sure. I ordered them last night. I just wanted to make sure that I got this. There must be something on the porch. But one is Luxe. That was my phone. I don't think there's anybody at the door. I think you heard my alarm. We're good. But yeah, I wanted to make sure that I got this roast in first thing this morning. So just going to season that lightly. And I have my vegetables out here that I'm going to chop up. But I'm not going to put the vegetables in right away. I'll probably put the onions in right away for flavor. But, and you know what, let me grab some garlic out of the refrigerator. Yeah, let's put some good old garlic in this beef broth too. Y'all, that pepper got me. All right, so we put some garlic in there, and now I'm going to put the roast in, of course, with the seasoned side up, because it's not, oh, and it covered it pretty good. And then I'm going to chop up the onions and put some onions in there. And I'm thinking about going back to Hello Fresh, because, and don't just ignore that, that's from breakfast. But I'm thinking about going back to Hello Fresh because, you know, of course, it's a lot easier. You don't have to think about your meals as much, and then it's good for portions because it's just the two of us, and, you know, I can pick the healthy eating and all of that. So it's something, we talked about it, so we may do that. But I love to cook, but sometimes it is a pain in the butt. But what happens, you know, when we get Hello Fresh, then we get a taste for something. But I'm going, you know, that's a part of the 2024 plan. But anyway, so we got some onions, and I'm just going to scatter these in here for flavor. And I have the crock pot on low. And I'll keep it on low for a few hours. And then I may turn it back up to high depending on what time we're gonna be ready to eat. Because I don't want to overcook my roast. And then I'll put some potatoes in it. But those will be the last things I put because I'm using, I didn't buy any of the red potatoes. I'm gonna use the rest of the yellow butter potatoes that I have. And those are pretty soft, so they cook fast. So I'm gonna put those in there. But yeah, so the roast, that's all I'm going to do with it for now. Then I'll come back later in a couple of hours, chop up my parsley, chop up my carrots. Carrots are a little denser, so these will go in before the potatoes, but I don't want them in there the whole time because I don't want them to turn into mush. I still like a little crispness to my vegetables. So I'm going to let this cook for a couple of hours, and then I'm going to sign these books, get them packed up, and what I'm going to do is take the books to the post office tomorrow. Y'all know, as much as I go out, I love to be in the house, and so when I have a lot of errands to run or whatever, I try to do as many in one day as I can. And so, like I said, I have that training, and that training is on site. I'll be going to the Girls Inc. facility. So I'll get the books packed up and everything today, but we're going to the post office tomorrow because ain't no reason to be going back and forth. So I'm going to get them signed and packed up, and then I'll take them to the post office tomorrow. On the way to my training, because I don't think I need to be there until 1:30. But I also have a Zoom meeting at 12 o'clock. It was supposed to be today at 11, but it got changed till tomorrow, so I'll probably have to take that in the car. But I do have 2 Zoom meetings today. And what time? Because y'all see I ain't ready for nobody's Zoom, and I need to be on camera. Let's check this calendar. I don't think they're until later this afternoon. Okay, so I have one meeting at 1:30, and it's 9:30 now, so I have plenty of time. And then I have another meeting at 3. And I think Wallace put something on the calendar for 4:30 today too, but I'm not seeing it. But yeah, so my first meeting isn't until 1:30, so I got plenty of time to get dressed and get these books packed up. So I'll pick y'all up later. Hey y'all, I still had these bay leaves from, what was it? Oh, the collard green gumbo, the dried bay leaves. So I'm going to put a couple of these on the roast. I don't see what it would hurt. And y'all know me, they're dried bay leaves, but I'm still going to wrench them off. So just wanted to let y'all know. I'm always trying something. What could it hurt? So I just put 2 of these bay leaves on top of the roast for flavor. Now I'm going to get to chopping these vegetables. So this is Miss T with the T and family. Just wanted to show y'all who I was watching while I was getting the roast together and chitting and chatting with y'all. So be sure to subscribe to the channel. They dropping some good StreamYard nuggets right now.
Good afternoon. Are you still there?
Yes, I'm still here.
Hi, how you doing?
I am doing unbelievable. How are you?
I'm fine.
Good. I'm sorry about the misunderstanding. When I got the meeting and it had a link for a virtual meeting, I just assumed it was virtual.
Oh, it's okay. And that was my mistake. I mentioned I usually try to be available, so I always touch in virtually, but I should have put the address, and I apologize for any misunderstanding.
Oh, no problem.
Whenever you need to look at it, say we can. I can come out anytime. I work around your schedule. If you just want to look at the spots where you want to set up, how you want to set up.
Yeah, definitely. I would love to do that. Let me see when I have some availability because I'm going to be going out of town back home to Pittsburgh for a few days.
Okay.
So it'll be closer to the date, which is still fine. But do you have any availability on your calendar for?
Yeah, I work around your schedule. Just tell me.
All right, y'all. It is 3 o'clock and I'm still not dressed. And you know why? Because both of my Zoom meetings today, well, one of them was actually, which made it even more weird. The first one was that Google Meet, and yeah, I'm crouched down, hidden dragon, because I had already had the camera fixed just to show this. But I had my meetings, but the first one was on that Google Meet and the second one was on Zoom. And both people were having issues, and so we ended up just doing them on speakerphone. So I didn't have to get dressed. Well, that's not true. I did have to get dressed, but I didn't get dressed. I just had put on a sweater over my muumuu. So I never got dressed, and then I was just able to put my robe on. So I'm so glad. You know, it's just so funny when you just have these certain thoughts, because normally when I do my meetings or whatever, I put on a little makeup, I do my hair, and I just wasn't feeling it today. I'm like, they gonna get whatever face they get, and I'm just gonna throw a sweater over this muumuu because I have a lot of work to do today for my session, my training class tomorrow, and I just didn't feel like getting all dressed, so I'm like, whatever. And then I had to not be on camera anyway. Look at God. And it's funny, every time I make those kind of decisions, like I'm just not going to do this, I'm not going to worry about that, it always works in my favor. So the only thing I had done was just throwing a sweater over my muumuu, and I put a little bit, and I'm sure y'all like very little, put a little bit of color on my eyebrows and comb my hair, barely, and that was it. But I ended up not having to be on camera, so I'm excited. And I've also received today 2 emails requesting me to speak at 2 different events, one in February, one in April. So 2024 is doing what it needs to do, and that is because I truly believe, because I am just taking the month of January to chill and just feel it. It's January. I got to see what this year is feeling like and what direction we want to go. I'm telling y'all, those resolutions and putting all that pressure on yourself is overrated. And I have no idea what I look like to y'all right now from this vantage point. So let me go ahead and go into what we got on this camera to go into. But I needed to explain the reason why I was still in the robe and my sweater over there on the couch, because I literally just went in my room, grabbed the sweater, threw my robe on the couch, and then when I didn't have to get on camera, took the sweater off, threw it on the couch, put my robe back on. So that's what we're doing. All right. Let me show y'all what the next step is. So I already put in the parsley and the carrots. And so now, like I said, it's about 3 o'clock. So it's been on since what, 9:30 or so. So what, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, about 6 hours. So is that 6? 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. That says 3? Yeah, 3. All right, I can't count, y'all. So about 6 hours. And so I use these gravy packs, brown gravy, because this is a beef roast, and I'm just gonna mix 2 or 3 of these into our beef broth. And then of course the roast made its own liquid as well, and so I'm just gonna sprinkle this on top. And I'm not really trying to make a thick gravy, but I like the flavoring of these packs. And so it's just good for your roast just for a little more flavor. So I just kind of mix it in, and it's so much liquid and it's so hot that you don't have to worry about it lumping like you would if you were actually making the gravy. But y'all, can y'all see that? Oops, let's plug it in right there. But it looks so good. I'm still not gonna put the potatoes in because these potatoes are soft, but they're already cut up. And I added a little extra onion. Gonna be good. The house is so fragrant right now, smelling like somebody's grandma's house, which I forget I am somebody's grandma. 3 somebody's grandma. And just kind of mix it. It's gonna taste so good. And they sent me Hawaiian rolls. I can't remember if I told y'all this, but we have a ton of Hawaiian rolls here still left from our anniversary. And I ordered yeast rolls, and they were out of yeast rolls, so they sent us more Hawaiian rolls, which was the last thing. And I don't see how it was yeast, you're out of yeast rolls, so you send Hawaiian rolls. Like, they have regular dinner rolls, but whatever. And I have some yeast rolls in the freezer, I think. But I'm just going to go ahead. We're going to do Hawaiian rolls because we already have too many. So no need to keep stocking it. Cornbread goes well with this too. White bread, that's, you know, back in the day, you just get you some slices of white bread. And then I'm just going to make sure I get some of this on top of the roast. And then let it cook. And it'll thicken up a little bit. And if I want it any thicker, I'll just add another pack. But this is just mainly for flavor right now while it's still cooking, because we probably have about another 2 hours or more on this because it's been on low the whole time. But yeah, so I just wanted to pick y'all up and show y'all this next step and tell y'all how your girl was winning in the meeting department. And my meetings went very well, but it was so funny because when I ran into that twice where, what, I don't have to get on camera. So twice. Because here's the sweater right here. Sweater went right on top of the moo-moo. And so I took it off and put the robe back on. But when I ran into that twice, I'm like, oh, this is the bomb. Still being productive, even though I look like I'm looking. But it's just funny. When you get those little thoughts and feelings, y'all, go with it. Go with it. And like, what if I did have to get on camera? Nobody was going to know that I just had on a moo-moo under my sweater. I'm sitting, you know, at the table, but I just didn't feel like putting in that extra effort today because I'm working and I wanted to be comfortable, and I didn't feel like getting a whole outfit together and, you know, doing my face and all that. And I'm the type of person that, since I have, like, whenever I have an event or I have to go out and do some coaching or training, I like to really take a deep dive into it the day before, do a run through, because as I shared with y'all, I think I've shared with y'all in the past, I don't write anything down. I don't go by a script. I'm kind of like Jay-Z when it comes to that. But I do my presentations. I have my outline. I do my PowerPoint. And so the day before, I just kind of make sure that everything is timed right, that I am that I'm not missing any points. I'm hitting all my points. We had a final meeting yesterday with the leadership over there to make sure that we were hitting on certain things. And so I just want to be comfortable when I'm doing that. And then tonight, when I'm done working, I'm going to, you know, take a nice bath, do some skincare so I can just be fresh and rejuvenated. I don't have to be over there tomorrow until like 1:30, but I have another meeting before that. But it's going to be really important for me just to relax. Like, even though I do this all the time, I'm an expert and excellent at what I do, I still take it super seriously every time. And I customize my coaching and my training every time. I listen to what the needs are, what the pain points are, and I want to bring them, not some cookie cutter, as my husband says, rinse and repeat type of training. I want to create an experience, something different than what they've had before. And so every time, even if it's with the same company, because I've dealt with this group before, same company, same group, same organization, you are still going to get fresh training, fresh information. And so getting dressed today and putting a whole lot of effort into those Zoom meetings, I just wasn't feeling it today. And I'm glad that I didn't, because it worked out. Both of them ended up just being speakerphone, and we were still just as productive because I wasn't presenting anything today. And I think ever since the pandemic, a lot of things that would have normally been maybe a phone call pre-pandemic has turned into Zoom because we got so acclimated to doing Zooms. But some things can still just be handled with a phone call or an email or whatever. So it worked. I was productive, got everything done, and I didn't have to get dressed, and I'm so glad. Because what would have been worse if I would have got dressed and had an outfit together and did makeup and all that and then just ended up on speakerphone? I would have been salty peanuts. So yeah, that small still voice was like, you ain't got to do it today. So I didn't. But anyway, I'll pick y'all back up later on. Wallace is on his way home from everything he had to do today, and he'll be ready to eat dinner, I'm sure, shortly after he gets home. So yeah, I'll pick y'all back up. So let me see who hit me up on the telephone. All right, y'all, I'm back. It's an hour later, and I'm ready to put these potatoes in. And y'all see back there, this is all the I made myself a little snack earlier with a little hot link, so I need to close these back up. But we have these Hawaiian rolls. I still have a couple of my pretzel Hawaiian rolls. Then these are the ones that they sent in the groceries today. These are the Walmart brand Hawaiian rolls. And then I got Hawaiian rolls in the freezer. So we are Hawaiian rolled out. But yeah, I made me a little hot link sandwich a little while ago. But my gravy is nice and brown. The meat is nice and tender. And so I'm just going to go ahead and add the potatoes because it's 4 o'clock. Time for Nick to rock. That was Nick Nice, DJ in Pittsburgh. But I can't remember what time Nick came on. I think 7 o'clock, but that was a little thing. 7 o'clock, time for Nick to rock. But anyway. And the green y'all see is just some parsley that was stuck on the potatoes from when I peeled it earlier. And so the potatoes are going in here. And so this will be ready to eat in probably less than an hour, but it'll probably be an hour or so before we eat. It's gonna be so good. So good. Do y'all do this kind of stuff, like cook certain things when the weather gets cool? But it's just so funny. I planned it out, and like I told y'all, it ain't even really cool here. I was literally, just sitting outside in just my robe while Luxe was running around. So I have to pretend. I have to have fake winter here in Texas. They talking about the temperatures really dropping in a winter storm coming in the next few days. But we shall see. And y'all know Monday is MLK. And here on MLK Day, they do the Cowboys of Color Rodeo. And so Wallace and I will be going to Cowboys of Color Rodeo. And I will be sure to take y'all with us. But I'm just hoping that with them saying that the weather is supposed to start coming in Sunday, that the rodeo is not canceled, because they will cancel stuff. I got getting parsley in my hair. They will cancel stuff in a minute here for the slightest bit of winter weather. And then I'm flying to Pittsburgh on Tuesday. And so I'm praying that I'm able to get out on Tuesday. My flight is early in the morning. I think my flight departs at like 7 in the morning. So that's the good thing. I keep saying I'm not going to get these early morning flights, but what I've been finding is the flights for the best price are either early in the morning or late at night. Like I can't get something like that leaves at 10, then they want to charge me $3,000, so I'm not doing that. However, it's great to get those early morning flights just in case there's some sort of delay. Your trip or whatever isn't delayed a day. So yeah, but I'm just hoping that the weather is good enough for that. But today is like a bright, sunshiny spring day, a warm day in fall. Nothing about outside is saying winter right now, but I was determined to make my stew. I mean, I could literally be barbecuing outside. There's rarely a time here in Texas where I couldn't barbecue outside because you're just going to be coming in and out anyway. And it's so funny. My roses outside are just in full bloom. I'm going to have to take y'all out there and show you. If this was June, July, when you expect to see roses, they could be burnt to smithereens. But here in January, my roses are thriving. So I'll try to remember to take y'all outside to see the roses. But yeah, our beef stew is just about finished, so I'm gonna clean up a little bit, do a little bit more work, and I will pick y'all up when we eat, unless something else jumps off, which, by the way, today has been going, ain't nothing else about to jump off. But I do want to edit some footage that I recorded last week for my first vlog of the year. You know, things have just been a little bit different, but I want to make sure, since I recorded it, because I did a couple of unboxings of gifts that I got. So yeah, I'm going to finish up some of this work and then edit that video, because it's not a lot of footage, so I should be able to get it edited to put it up for y'all today, because today is Thursday, and my normal schedule on YouTube has been Thursday and Sunday. But because I kind of took that first week of January off and I wanted to get y'all the New Year's Eve footage, I uploaded that yesterday, which was Wednesday. So I want to still try to get up something today, so then I'll have this footage on Sunday, if that makes sense. And then I'm thinking about starting to go live on YouTube as well. So yeah, but that's stuff that we'll talk about in a different video, because I am going to share with y'all some of my plans for 2024, but I'm just going to do a sit down chit chat video and talk about that. But yeah, I'm rambling. It's just been that kind of day, but let me clean up my mess, do some more work, and maybe we'll just do one of Wallace's reviews of the food. Y'all like when we do that? I like when we do that. All right, I'll pick y'all back up. All right, y'all, so here's the finished product. Beef stew looking good. Made a little corn on the cob with garlic and parsley butter, and just put the Hawaiian rolls in the oven since I didn't get my yeast rolls, and put a little garlic and parsley butter on those. And then when Wallace gets finished eating, we'll get his review. All right, Wallace, you've been eating for a couple of minutes. Tell the people what you think.
It is delicious. Meat is juicy. Pause. Potatoes are great. It is great. It is great. A little wine here. A nice little evening. Food is wonderful. Thank you, boo. You hit another home run.
Hey y'all, happy Saturday. Rocking my pink camo onesie. Wallace and I have been onesie twins since last night, and I am, of course, watching my YouTube peeps. I bring it every day. Miss Kelly and Miss T with the T, they on here doing some crocheting. So Kelly is a great crocheter, I think is what you would call it, and Miss T used to be able to crochet, but she's kind of forgotten how to do it. So Kelly is teaching her. I don't know if y'all can see, but of course, you know, I'm going to drop their channels in the chat. I mean, listen to me, in the chat, so y'all can tell I've been watching the live because I've been chatting with them. But now I am making Luxe some food, and so I thought I would just show y'all what I do. So I've already chopped up some carrots and potatoes and boiled them, and I steamed some green beans, and everything is in the blender. So I do, I don't know if y'all, oh, there you go, it's focused. So we got carrots, potatoes, and green beans in the blender that are chopped and steamed. I'm trying to, because there's still some steam coming from the green beans, so that's why it's blurring up on y'all. But those are in the blender. And then over here on the stove, I have some, let's see if I can show y'all, some lean ground beef. And so I'm gonna strain that, and then I really rinse it off in the strainer to make sure I get all of the excess fat off. And then I'm just gonna put that in the blender with the vegetables, and sometimes I add rice, but I'm not gonna add rice today because carrots and potatoes have enough starch and carbohydrates. But I'm just gonna blend it together, not as thin as like a baby food, but just enough so that it's smooth. And this will be enough to feed him twice a day for about a week. And y'all know I get the farmer's dog food for him, but sometimes he runs out before it gets here. And so today is, oh, it might be here today. What is today? The 13th? So yeah, they normally get it all processed to ship on the 13th, and then he normally gets it about the 16th. But yeah, so this will be enough to last because that comes frozen, so I'll just put it in the freezer. And I'm thinking about canceling that subscription to Farmer's Dog because, first of all, I have been unboxing Farmer's Dog, telling y'all about Farmer's Dog. I've had friends get Farmer's Dog, and I reached out to Farmer's Dog for just a little sponsorship or a discount code I can give my peeps, and they have not even responded. And so even though I love the product, I'm like, look, I'm doing all this free advertising and marketing, and no, not in 2024. I'm not doing all of the free stuff anymore. And it's not like I'm cutting my nose off to spite my face, because I can make his food and it's not very expensive and it's not very difficult. Y'all know I cook all the time anyway, so that's what I'm doing. But yeah, I just thought y'all might be interested in how I make Luxe's food. And so today he has potatoes, green beans, carrots, and lean ground beef. And so I'll show y'all once I put it all in the blender and get it in his little container. I'll show y'all what it looks like. And he absolutely loves it. And it's so funny. He's just like a little kid. I just tried to give him a couple of green beans just as a little treat while he's walking around. He don't want no parts of the green beans. He picked it up and just dropped it. But once it's blended in here with this meat, and sometimes I'll put a little broth in here for flavor too. I don't know if I have any broth left over from yesterday when I cooked, but sometimes I put some broth in, sometimes I don't. But he is going to love this food, but he don't want to eat the vegetables unless they're blended together with the meat, just like a little kid. But yeah, I'll show y'all what it looks like when I'm all done. Oh, let me see. Let me show y'all. Miss T is back on camera. I hate I try to show y'all, but oh, maybe if I turn the camera around.
Here's a granny square.
So yeah,
You see how there's
Kelly
holes?
is teaching Miss T
And that's this is
how to crochet, and it's something that I would like to do too. I just haven't had the opportunity to pay enough attention this morning, so I might go back and watch the replay,
So this is
because I can see it being a nice
see how there's less holes
hobby
here?
or pastime,
Sometimes
and
it just has
actually
more holes.
making
If you
something
use
that
lacy yarn,
is
like
useful.
spinner
So
yarn
yeah,
or
so
thread,
I will
it
definitely
comes out very
be
lacy.
sure to drop
So you see a
Kelly's
lot more
channel
holes,
in the
but
description
depending on
box.
the size of your needle and the type of yarn you're using, you can use less holes. So this one here, because of the size of the hook I used, there's very little holes. And so that's one of those things that when you come out and like you make baby blankets, you want to make sure that you don't have holes in them, right? Because they can get
knitted.
Yes, and I will show you.
So here is what it looks like. Not the most appetizing looking, but you can see the little chunks of the vegetables. I blended it a little more than I normally do. And then this is the new bowl that I've been having to feed him in to slow him down with his eating, because he just gobbles it up because he likes it so much. So this makes him work a little harder for it. And I don't fill this whole thing up because y'all know Luxe is a teeny tiny puppy. He's only about 11 pounds, so I fill half of this up, but it has really slowed him down, because I noticed he was eating so fast, he would also, just start burping and belching as soon as he got done eating, and yeah, he was upset in his stomach. So yeah, I'm going to put this in here and I'll show y'all what it looks like when I put it in. Okay, so this is what it looks like when I put it in the bowl. Again, not the most appetizing, and I usually warm his food up for about 15 to 20 seconds, but since I just made this, it's already warm, so I'm not going to warm it up today. But yeah, watch y'all. Now he in there with Wallace. Wallace is still in the bed, but Luxe cannot stand to be away from Wallace, so I have the bedroom door open, and he's just laying like in between because he wants to be out here, but he don't want to leave Wallace. He is pitiful. But look what happens when he sees this bowl coming. Look at him, y'all. See? He gonna come with me now, I bet. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Ain't that a shame? Just pitiful. I've been calling him, and he don't want no parts of me. But now, look, just following me and just being patient. Like, oh, where we going, mama? Like, he don't know. Pitiful. Pitiful, pitiful, pitiful. And that's actually too much food now that I put it down. But, yeah, he gonna tear it up. Excuse my extension cord. I was working on the computer in the kitchen last
And
night.
so a lot of people are doing
But yeah, y'all see he loves it. He didn't want them green beans, but now that everything's mixed up,
people stop. Like,
oh, you want your privacy.
so, you know, like in the late 70s, everybody was doing it. People were making clothing. They were wearing clothes.
Okay, y'all, so I am trying something new that I learned from my YouTube family. A lot of them are gardeners and farmers, and some of them make honey. So I am putting honey in my coffee for the first time instead of my liquid stevia. So I guess that's about a teaspoon of honey. I don't want to put too much, but we are going to see, because I've never heard of that before, but we're going to try it today. I'll let y'all know. I'm going to froth some of my Italian creamer, and I'm not going to put anything else in it. You know what? Maybe I need a drop more. Let's see. Oops, is it open? Just a drop more. Okay. All right, we're going to see. Have y'all ever put honey, and this is my S for stay cup, but have y'all ever put honey in your coffee? I'm always down to try new stuff, because what's the worst that can happen? I don't like it, and I just make another cup. So we shall see. Y'all, honey and coffee is the jam. Definitely the jam. Like, yeah, love it. Never in a million years. Like honey in my tea, yeah, all day long. My preference. Never would have thought about honey and coffee. And it just gives this subtle sweetness, not nearly as sweet as sugar or even the stevia. And it just brings out, I don't know, this great flavor in the coffee. Learn something new every day, and that's why I am a lifelong learner. And I try stuff. Like, it sounds weird or crazy or like what, but I'm gonna try it, because what? It ain't gonna kill me. So, I mean, probably, like, I knew this wasn't gonna kill me because I know I'm not allergic to honey. But yeah, I love it. So thank you, J3. Appreciate you. And I have to get some honey from you as well. So I have to talk to you about how to order it, because this was just some store-bought honey, but it is Texas, because I heard it's best to have honey from where you live. I think just for like allergies or whatever, but definitely want to get some from you as well. So yeah, y'all, try honey in your coffee. And this was just the right amount. So y'all saw I added that extra little drop. Perfect, 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 perfect. So yeah, all right, I've been cleaning up, got the kitchen clean. Wallace is still knocked out, and it is 11 o'clock in the morning, but he took an allergy pill late or either early this morning, so those allergy pills knock him out. But this weather in Texas is crazy. I was just talking to the ladies on YouTube about it. So I'm here in Fort Worth, Texas, and it's 50 degrees now, and it's supposed to be 15 degrees tomorrow. Then I'm going to Pittsburgh on Wednesday, where it's supposed to be 5 degrees when I get there. So my body is going to be like, what in the world? And y'all hear my voice. I feel fine, but I've just been sneezing a lot the past couple of days, but not sick or anything. So I keep saying, I guess I'm just going to have to concede to the fact that maybe I have allergies. I don't know, but I'm not going to do much today. I have some books that I need to mail out, and I was going to run out to mail those today, because I normally do them on Friday, but I had that all day training yesterday and didn't make, or half day training yesterday, and didn't make it to the post office because I had meetings in the morning and then the training. And shout out to Sunshine, one of my new YouTube friends that I met through Miss T, who ordered all 3 of my books. So shout out to you and thank you so much. Your book will be going in the mail on Tuesday because not going to make it today. And nothing will be going out until Tuesday anyway because Monday is a holiday, but I'm definitely going to get everything that I need shipped out on Tuesday because I'll be headed out of town for about 4 or 5 days on Wednesday. So I'll take care of all that. But yeah, I was going to run out to the post office and then I thought about it. I'm like, nothing is going to move until Tuesday and there's things that I need to do around here. And Tuesday, I think I'm getting my hair done. I want to try to pick up a new piece of luggage because I just want to carry on and I don't have a carry-on with the rollers. I only have my carry-on duffel bag from Tote and Carry, which I love, but I just wasn't thinking when I purchased that, like carrying a duffel bag is cumbersome when I can just be rolling something. So I'll probably only use that duffel when we do like road trips or whatever, which is fine. I've had it for years. I've used it, but I'm like, yeah, and I'm traveling by myself this time. Wallace isn't coming with me, so I don't have any help. I can't say, hey, can you carry this? So yeah, so Tuesday we'll probably get out a lot, and so I may do just a spend the day with me video on Tuesday, running the errands, packing, and all that stuff. And I'm going to pack very light. I'm going, you know, for a specific reason. I'm not planning on doing a whole lot of hanging out or whatever. And so my plan is to just pack 1 outfit per day. And it's too cold up there to be changing clothes all day long. Because I am one of those people, I can't change outfits without taking a shower. And yeah, we're going to be 1 shower a day up there because it's too cold to be in and out the shower all day. I don't know if y'all are like that, but yeah, I ain't trying to take no 2-3 showers in one day and it's cold. Summertime, warm weather, that's fine, but not in the cold. So yeah, I'll pick y'all up later if we get into anything because I really want to get this vlog up for tomorrow. I'm not going to end it right here, so whether we get into anything or not, I'll definitely be back to say peace. So I'll pick y'all up in a minute. All right, y'all, so as I suspected, we haven't done anything today as far as like vlog worthy. We worked a little bit, cleaned up, I cooked. We've been chilling in matching onesies all day. I'll show you Wallace's whenever he comes back out. He's been watching football and I just made a delicious dinner that I'll show y'all that we're about to eat and then I'm gonna sign off. Let's see. So I made some gravy, got some asparagus. Then I made some potatoes with garlic and Parmesan. And then I made a meatloaf. So that is what we are about to have for dinner. So I've been cooking this entire vlog. It seems like that's really all I've done in this vlog. I mean, I've been chitting and chatting with y'all, but I think it's been a lot of cooking. Babe, where you at? Oh, he done went in the bathroom and I wanted to show y'all his onesie. But he has the same one. I think he jumped on one day with it on, but I'll pick y'all back up when he comes out. So he's decided to grace us with his presence. But yeah, so we just been chilling all day like this. But it's fine. It's supposed to, how many, oh, okay, well, I got a hug too, don't play. How many degrees has it dropped today? Wallace has been keeping track of the temperature.
Dropped like 25 degrees in the last 2.5 hours, so yeah.
So it started out at what?
60.
And what is it now?
It is down to, I'm sorry, it's like more than that. So it's down to like 38 right now.
All right, we're going to get a real time check. And y'all know we in Dallas, Fort Worth, so that's what makes it a big deal. They got all kind of warnings going on. Let me see. Where's weather? Dang. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. All right, Wallace going to find weather for us. I just text my son Kylan because he doesn't pay attention to the news and stuff, but he was 30. Like, I know. So it's 30 now.
Oh, it's dropped, yeah. 30
and this
degrees.
Morning it was
60.
60, and it's supposed to go down to 23, and then tomorrow morning 15. 15 is the low for tomorrow. So yeah, we are snug as a bug in a rug, and I got some comfort food going.
Got a fire in the fireplace? Yeah,
the fire is going. Let's go see the fire. Wallace has been really lighting a lot of fires lately. I love it. See? Fire going, crackling. So yeah, we good to go. A little football on TV. The Steelers game actually got postponed. The Steelers were supposed to play tomorrow, but they're playing in Buffalo and the weather's so bad there, they had to postpone the game until Monday. And then, Wallace, you were saying, they said, what about the dress code for the guy?
Oh, for the Chiefs game, you have to have everything
Oh, that's
covered.
not with the Steelers.
No,
that's
that
the
wasn't
Chiefs
Steelers.
game tonight.
Yeah.
Okay. They were saying what?
If you got to have all appendages covered. So you can't come in there without gloves, without a hat on, without anything, or else you're going to get put out. So I'm just anxious to see if everybody going to take their shirts off like at this game. Cause
Yeah,
it's
you know how the
like
people
30
be
degrees
painting
below.
their chest and all that
Wind chill.
stuff. If you do anything like that, you're going to get kicked out of the game. But yeah, so this weather is pretty drastic for some of us. Like, I grew up in Pittsburgh, so this is pretty typical, but it's hitting some spots that it doesn't normally hit. But yeah, we're good over here. I don't have to actually go anywhere until Monday, so you know, it is what it is. But yeah, that's going to be it for this vlog. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. I love each and every one of you to bits and pieces. If you are new to the channel, welcome once again, and please consider hitting that subscribe button and becoming a permanent part of the Lifer Tribe. And for the current Lifer Tribe members and the new ones, hit the notification bell. I always forget to say that. Hit the notification bell so that you never miss a new video. And I actually heard that if you don't hit the notification bell, YouTube may unsubscribe you. So we don't want that, because we're a family, we're a tribe. But y'all know the drill. Always be kind and love one another, but never forget to live your life. LYFE. Love yourself first, explicitly. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.
I always give away too much. It's like I've got no sense of touch.